Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. It is early morning. It's 4:14 a.m. Let's get to it. We're done sleeping tonight. I can't sleep anymore. I'll see you in the chair, shall we? Ooh, right back at it again. What's up? How's it going? What are we doing here? This, in case you didn't know, is a practice log. And this is where I practice guitar. I've been doing this for almost a year now. I think we're within a week of it being a year. That'll be a pretty epic date coming up. I believe it's October 19th. I'd have to look at when my first video was posted. And what do we got today? We're gonna work on the chaconne, probably. It's a little lazy with practicing this weekend, but it's Monday morning right now. Probably work on the fugue, BW 1001, Adagio, Presto, all that stuff. Man, that last Morel performance I did, that thing sucked. I'm sorry about that. I changed up some fingerings. Doesn't matter. I just wanted to address it. If you know, you know. Alright, well, I have some stuff to talk about. As you guys might have noticed, I had a video that like sort of popped off this past Friday. I think at this moment it's at like 2,500 views, which is like, that's a ton for me. It has a record number of dislikes. I believe it's at 24 dislikes as we speak. Go and dislike it if you haven't yet. I would be kind of interested to see if we can get that number like really high. So if you want to dislike it, you definitely should. Don't feel like you shouldn't. Speaking of videos popping off and getting a bunch of dislikes, I kind of want to take this time to address some comments that I got, because I got a couple of pretty crazy ones. You could call them like hate comments though, but hate comments implies that I have haters, which implies that like people hate me for no reason. I think the people who seem to hate me have like pretty legitimate reasons for hating me, and that's okay. I make classical guitar videos. There's not a whole lot of people like mixing the pot, I feel, and I find that funny. Some people don't find it funny though. There's one comment in particular. So this is going to be a practice log of going through my hate comments, clapping back at the haters. That's what this one is. So the first one, and possibly the only one, because this one is long, son, and has like a crazy change up, which is so funny. But this one is from Blue Thee, friend of the channel. Just kidding. Probably not friend of the channel. So I'm going to go through your comment because you make a lot of good points and you also like pose a lot of questions that I feel that I need to address. So let's jump right into it. You're a wanker. There might be some like explicit stuff in this. Is wanker a bad word? I don't know. Go make more music and stop doing this crap and feeding into everything wretched about guitar players. That's a good point. I'm kind of still working on all the pieces that I'm working on. I could maybe get a decent recording of the fugue. I'm still not proud of it though. I'll probably make like music video type videos eventually. It might even be on a different channel. Probably not though. Everything's just gonna be sore hands. You'll probably see more of that in the next few years, like after I get a master's degree. I would really like some help on some stuff before I start like putting out official recordings. I am comfortable putting out practice logs though. I have pretty high standards for my playing. If I have like a video of me playing, I want it to be like as high of quality as I can make. It's expression. True. That's what this is. This practice log and like all the stuff that I put out here is kind of just an expression of my soul on that given day. And that's really all it is, which like you can take it or leave it. You certainly don't have to watch it. Alright, so here's the first thing I wanted to get into. I made fun of the guy in the video for using Guitar Tuna, like the app Guitar Tuna. He said, using Guitar Tuna? Who gives a flying frick? Well, so here's why I don't like Guitar Tuna. Guitar Tuna is an app for beginners, and basically how it works is you have a standard tuning guitar, and that's all you get, right? So you click on the E, and then it's listening for a low E, and then you tune it, and then once it's in tune, it'll ding, ding, like at you like that, and then you're done tuning. Now, the only issue with Guitar Tuna is that if you're playing with a capo, like the guy in the video was playing, I'm pretty sure Guitar Tuna is like pretty limited in how many tunings you can actually use on it. I think you can probably pay for more, but it's just like you're paying for the ease of use of Guitar Tuna because you aren't good at tuning your guitar yet. I made fun of him for it because he was playing on like capo like fret 8 and it was out of tune. And then he took the capo off and played the same thing in the open position, and it was in tune, which leads me to believe that he tuned his guitar in open position and then slapped a capo way up there and didn't bother retuning, possibly because he doesn't use a chromatic tuner. If you use that, then you can just actually tune each string and you can tune it properly with the capo. Pro tip, if you put a capo on your guitar, tune after doing that, not before. It'll make your open chords sound better, I promise you. So that's all I was making fun of. Keep in mind, everything I'm saying, I'm just sort of looking for jokes to make. I feel like not many people make guitar tuna jokes. I think I might be like one of the first to ever just like make fun of guitar tuna. But it's something that I feel that we've all felt. Like if you've ever used it, you kind of use it and it's like, this is an app. It's for beginners. Like, and it would be silly to use this as a non-beginner. So, you know, I'm trying to gather us all together with guitaristic humor and stuff like that. Like, I'm just sort of adding to the community in that way. And you can think that I'm not funny, and that's, like, completely understandable. But, you know, that's what I'm doing. That's the point of this. So, who gives a flying frick? No one. I don't know. Like, not you, apparently. Can you play? Can you improvise and have soul about, and neck and you run along? What? That's what matters. What, improvising and having soul? Dude, you don't play classical. Why are you on my classical channel? What are you doing, man? Have heart and pick it up and ring it like a bell. Well, dude, they do call me the hunchback of classical guitar. This is my bell tower, and this is my bell. Whoa. Oh no! Oh no! My 6th string is broken. This is my bell. Don't look at me, I'm hideous. Alright, I don't know how I'm gonna practice guitar. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I might just have to film this and then wait for the stores to open so I can get new strings now. Oh, this is a horrible day. Alright, whatever. So I'm just filming this, like, reaction to a hate comment in the morning. Guys, I couldn't sleep. I had to address this. It was eating me alive. Don't listen to some frick wearing his own merch. Well, I was wearing my own merch in the video, and I am now. And if you're interested in buying some of this merch, head on down to Rootin's Delight, pick yourself up a shirt. I am the only one who's ever going to advertise my shirts, so I should probably do that. Kind of the whole point of this thing that I'm doing is to, I mean, of course, be like an expression of myself. Like, I enjoy making videos. It's like a hobby. It's a hobby I didn't know that I would have, too, because I never really made them until I was, like, 26 or 25. I also recognize, like, the power of having something like this too. Like, for example, that one video that popped off, it's been watched for almost 300 hours. That's like a tiny little, like, network. Like, that's kind of not nothing. That's a lot of hours just watching, like, me wearing that shirt. I have to advertise it or else no one will know about it. And I'll do that with everything that I make too, because I've put in like 30-ish hours a week into this channel for almost a year. Through YouTube ad revenue, I've made like maybe $250 for that work. And even in just like merch sales, I'm still not even break even with how much everything costs. So I've lost money on this YouTube channel, and I've spent thousands of dollars on just like equipment to make the YouTube channel slightly better and like be able to edit more efficiently, maybe on like the laptop and stuff like that. I've put in work and sacrifice into this thing, so I'm gonna use it to advertise stuff that could possibly make me money, because I have to recoup something. Wearing his own merch, effing wankerism this guy is having while recording his screen, not capturing the screen and reacting to some poor dopey C-word who likes guitar. Well, you're just making fun of everybody, aren't you? I don't think he's that. I mean, I just think he's just a guy playing guitar, and he doesn't happen to play classical like me, so I'm just like being a douche to him. He seems like a fine guy. Dude, you should post this on his channel. Give him some hate. What the F is this? And who made you king and savior all in all and by and by? I became king and savior when my hair grew out, sir. I honestly think you're wasting you potential, and I'm not sure how you can prove me wrong, as this isn't even hardly constructive criticism. It's plainly egotistical posturing from someone who has no right to even comment on the subject. The subject of what? Guitar? I don't have the right to comment on it? How dare you, sir? This is the only thing I have the right to comment on. I feel like I comment on a bunch of stuff that isn't guitar, and it's like, Cameron, you should stop. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. But I have at least 1 degree in guitar, and I plan on getting at least 1 more. And you guys will see that process pretty soon, because deadlines are coming up. I've applied to a few schools. I need to sort of get on that more. God, it's just been so busy. I mean, the thing to keep in mind, this is entertainment content. Like, there's tons of educational classical guitar, and really all I'm trying to do is just, like, create a community where we have, like, common, like, guitar jokes. And I'm just kind of sharing that. Like, these are my observations as a guitarist. They're just silly observations. And now, just to address the wasting your potential thing. I know it doesn't seem like this now, but for a while there, for, like, 300 videos, every single single video was showcasing me practicing guitar. Now it's like every other video, and it's just because the reaction videos are easier to make. You know, not even like recording my screen. It's like slightly low effort, but it's fine though. The commentary is the same regardless if it had fancy editing or not. And the amount of time it would take to do fancy editing is like way more than I could ever commit to one video for one day. So it's better this way. Maybe one day, if I make less videos, like maybe one a week, I could make like legit looking reaction videos. I'd rather just push them out right now, just keep them going. With Wasting Potential, like I kind of started this channel as an excuse to practice more guitar and to sort of like document my practice too. And I do believe I've practiced more guitar. Like I've practiced more for longer and more consistently than I pretty much ever have in my life, I think. And I definitely have more repertoire memorized than ever before. So I don't know, I feel like this thing is sort of helping my potential. And along with that, with me practicing more, which this is a side effect that I wasn't actually expecting, it's like gained some popularity, and there is like a guitar community, and I've gathered students from this whole thing that I do here, which is actually really good for me because now I can acquire students without having to go through a separate like agency or like company where they'll take like a pretty substantial cut. It's usually like 30%. So I charge all my students less than I actually charge through those other agencies, and I still make like a pretty substantial amount more through these like lessons that I do just through YouTube. So in that also helps me like realize my full potential as well, because I'm not like having to work 80 students a week. I'm definitely in a much better position than I was before I started this. So as far as potential, I don't know, man. I feel like you might just be seeing me as just some guy on the internet being stupid, but there's a master plan here. Don't worry. Like I got my life sort of under control. Not to sound arrogant, guys, though I am extremely arrogant. Guitar wasn't a respected instrument until even a few centuries ago, and now you think we decide there is pure tradition, right and wrong ways to go about expressing yourself? Are you an idiot? Yes, that's besides the point. You know what else wasn't a thing a few centuries ago? A lot of things. What do you mean, like, there's no pure tradition? How long has the pianoforte existed? Like, a similar amount of time, I imagine? There is a rich history and tradition of lute and guitar, sir. And there's also the same thing with, like, folk music on guitar. There's a tradition in that. Now, the thing that I usually talk about, like, the differences between them are, like, technique, composition of, like, the music that we play, like, classical or, like, Baroque, you know, like, the Bach and stuff that we play versus, like, folk music, which is, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, tappy-tappy arrangement. Like folk pop music. I guess we just call that pop music. It's not really folk music. But, you know, it's sort of in the same, like, realm. Where was I going with that? I'm definitely biased one to the other because I think the thing that I do, like the classical guitar, like I've mentioned this before, there's a more clear avenue to, like, academia and, like, potential, like, jobs. Playing folk music and pop music, it's good for, like, a hobby. If you happen to become an influencer and like famous for it on the internet, you can make money doing it that way. And that's kind of it. Like, or like performing and like you go around like gigging, which of course you can do that too. I'll just hate you if I hear you out there. I wish you were playing classical, but it's fine. Guitar is about innovating. Some of us have standards. Are you referring to when I said you shouldn't use a pencil and some rubber bands as a makeshift capo? Some of us do have standards. We're not all freaking Bear Grylls, like, making makeshift capos. Nah, some of you blame your tools for your crap work. I mean, it still works. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't work and that, like, I'll sound worse if I use a pencil capo versus not. Just saying it looks bad. It looks really tacky. Man, I gotta say, you're bringing up, like, all these little details throughout the entire video. This is like a 25-minute video. You certainly watched, like, the whole thing, or most of it, because you're hitting on a lot of points here. This freaking crap but no effort video should be testament enough to where you personally would be with your guitar playing. What? My guitar playing is as crappy as the video? In a world where guitar music hardly feels as prized as it should be, seeing some Banthony F. Tiano looking sob. Is that an insult? Is that an ugly man? Okay, well, I'm almost scared to look it up. Try make content out of pooping on people playing guitar comes across very poorly. I feel like it's easy to forget this. I am just a guy on YouTube, it's like free to make a YouTube channel. And most of the content on YouTube is just like low effort, like non-edited videos of people doing like basically nothing. So I can see why people might click on like Sore Hands and they're like, this is classical guitar content. And then they see it and it's like a low effort like reaction video. And it's like, what standards are you being held to? Like, this is not professional reaction content. And it's like, yeah, this is a one-man show that nobody asked for. I am literally just doing whatever I want. Like, there's no standards, which I know I said some of us have standards. Not for this. And in fact, for like the videos that I put out, I feel that my standards are quite high. Like, I edit for hours every single day. This is not like a network programming. This is not like famous YouTube guy territory. This is guy in his apartment. And any like illusion of like professionalism that you might feel from this is that it's an illusion. Like, this is not professional at all. So, you know, like crap, no effort video. Well, before I was making this, there were no videos of Sore Hands. So, like, this is Sore Hands. This is what you get. I'm very tired, and my algorithm showed me this by chance. I'm glad it did, because I'd hate to think you feel remotely good about this or your channel. Oh, man, my whole channel, dude. Jeez. Start again. Dude, I am deleting this channel after this comment. Do I have to start new music, too? Do I have to... I probably should, honestly. That might not be a bad idea. It's not that deep. This isn't representative of the classical guitar community as a whole. But this is a result of the classical guitar community. Like, I am a part of it as somebody who plays classical guitar, and I love it enough to where I want to make videos about it all day. And I think that's a beautiful thing, actually. And I think if you're somebody who enjoys classical guitar, it's nice to have sort of a smorgasbord of content that you can watch that's related to the thing that you like. So you can have like the really polished stuff like the Brandon Acker, the like whoever else, just posting like nice stuff, and then you can have like stuff in the middle, whatever that is, and then you can have stuff like me that's like basically the fast food classical guitar content, and it's just kind of fun. It's just more casual content. You know, do I take things too far sometimes? Probably. I don't know. I try not to worry about it, though. Anything that I am putting out here, I at least somewhat believe in. And I might be, like, being slightly mean sometimes. But it's usually not for just the sake of being mean. Usually I have some kind of point that I'm getting at. It might not even be a good point, but it's something. And it's something related to music or guitar in general. It's never something that's, like, just mean. Like, someone's appearance or something like that. I would never, ever say stuff like that. And I never just blatantly just call people names. Kind of like what you're doing to me. I could call people that. It's not illegal to be mean to people, but it's just a personal standard that I have. It's not one that you have, I suppose. Or maybe you feel more comfortable because you're writing it in a comment and it's not a video where your face is on it. But I do feel comfortable saying this to you because I responded to your comment. I simply said, I deserve this, which is like probably true. I'm sure I deserve it in some way. What happens next is one of the greatest switch ups I've ever encountered on this channel. It is a switch up that when I saw it, I woke up to it this morning and it was just delicious, so delicious. So I say, I deserve this. And then, dude, you come back at me. You're probably seriously such a good player and a good mentor and bandmate. How dare you say I'm in a band? What is this? You think I'm playing band music? I'm a lone wolf, bro. Solo music only. Don't get me wrong. Lots of love for you. Oh, dude, I feel the love. Oh, my God. We are very similar in lots of ways. Oh, yeah, I'm sure we are. We are not similar in any way. We clearly live by completely different standards and ideals. Take, man, I assume you mean take care, man, and good luck to you. Dude, I already deleted my channel, bro. What do you mean good luck to me? This thing's over. Oh, but you give me some advice here. Not enough instruction on how to improve your guitar practice, so maybe that could be a good avenue. Smiley face. Cheers, mate. Take care. Thanks for the video ideas, man. How to improve your practice on classical guitar. What a vague freaking idea. I do occasionally make videos like that. I kind of make a lot of videos here. It's just general classical guitar content. But I'll give you a personal guitar lesson just because you gave me the idea for that. Here's what you should do. You should go play some flamenco. Boom. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, dude, lots of love. Lots of hate. Lots of hate for you. I'm going to keep making hate reaction content because that's what you guys click on. I mean, that's what you clicked on last time. So that's your fault. That's on you. But it won't all be that. But I mean, let's be honest. You know, if I'm reacting to something, I'll probably find something wrong with it because that's just who I am deep down. I think we can probably wrap this one up here. I need to get new guitar strings. They just broke in the night. That's never happened to me before. Of course, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave them about that. If you feel the need to say something nasty, I implore you to say it. Please do. It actually makes me feel really good. Or bad, depending on which one you want. It makes me feel whatever you want me to feel. I'll see you in the piano bench when it's light out and I can get new strings. So annoying. Alright. Strings acquired. I went down to my local music store, and it was good. I played through my Bach and some of my Morel. The guy working there really appreciated it, so that was cool. I got some Diodarios, medium tension. Diodario, I know that I've burned this bridge with you many times before. I'm using your strings again, though. Give me the sponsorship. Give it to me. I will make you guys so proud. I will become a Diodario employee. It's finally time to change the Nygut strings for my guitar too, so that's kind of special. What are my overall impressions of them? I honestly couldn't even tell you. We'll see if I think I'll have a better idea after I go back to regular nylon. So we'll see how we feel at the end of this practice session. I'm just gonna go ahead and get all these restrung. We're not watching a video to do it or anything, so I'm just gonna fast forward through this. Why am I even filming it? I'm gonna cut all of it. My strings will be changed now. Yeah, I don't know. Man, these strings might not sound as good to me. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. It's been already kind of a long day. I will see you on the other side. Okay, I kind of need to start my day. So, I only worked on the Chaconne, and I actually just started, well, let me bring you closer. So I've been looking at a violin version this whole time, and this is my third time practicing the Chaconne ever. I'm now looking at the Segovia transcription. It makes a lot more sense, so I'm probably going to stick with this one. I'm just going to play the first couple phrases, and I'm just going to go slow and all that stuff. Here's where it's at. And so on. And I'm gonna stop there. So that's as far as I've gone. I did not use all the fingerings I intended on using, because I was just kind of reading through. That's day 3. I didn't work that hard today. There's been a lot of stuff going on, so, But we're gonna wrap this one up here. I'm gonna practice more later. So I already ran through my other Bach, while I was at the music store, so that wasn't too bad. So, all in all, it's been a good, morning session. I'll see you in the outro. Hey, well, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. And hey, want some shirts? Buy a shirt, Rootin's Delight, go and do that. Want some guitar lessons? Emails in the description. Leave a comment if you want me to talk about it in the chair. Boom! Alright, I'm going to go because I need to start my day. So, I'll see you tomorrow.